Hey there gang, Lauren here, Mrs. Tomato Head, here with another review of a micro dwarf tomato variety. This one I've been super excited to try. It's been ready, probably ripe for the past couple of days. I've been eyeing it, but I didn't want to taste it without sharing it all with you guys. This one is called Fat Frog. It is a creation of Dr. Ellen Pong, otherwise known as Ellie from Bunny Hop Seeds, which I believe is out of Canada. Heritage Seed Market, I believe, is where the seeds, I believe they have an agreement, Bunny Hop and Heritage Seed Market, although you can find seeds in many places. My favorite vendor is, I love Heritage Seed Market, but I also love Forgotten Heirlooms, which I believe is where I got these seeds from. So I've got 3 plants here. This is a really exciting and fun plant. As far as I know, it is the only green when ripe micro dwarf variety, and I love green when ripe. If you've watched the channel, I am kind of a cheerleader for green when ripe. But with green when ripe, even though they say green, as you can see, when they're ripe, they're really more like a gold. And a lot of people wonder, you know, how do you tell when it's ripe when you have a green when ripe? I know I've been growing for a long time. I think it's pretty obvious, not only by the color that normally turns a bit golden, but also by feel. It's soft. It's soft. So let's talk a little bit about the plants. These were all sown on January 28th. Today is May 28th. So, about 120 days to ripening from seed to finish. Like I said, I probably could have started harvesting and eating these a few days ago. They've been turning for a little while, but I believe, just from the look of it, these are at the peak of ripeness, I believe. So as far as their growth habits, I did have to stake one of them. This one here, the other 2 are not staked. They are hefty plants. I've got them grown. These 2 are in Bootstrap Farmer. I think they call them their 5-inch pots. They seem bigger because this is considered a 6-inch pot and seems smaller to me. If they were grown in a 1-gallon pot, I'm sure they would have loved that. Again, my experiments are trying to show people you can grow micro dwarfs indoors if you want during the winter. So I'm kind of testing how they all grow in smaller pots. But they did just fine, really. They're producing, these are big old cherries, and quite a few. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't get a whole lot on each plant. I don't see any more flowers. Oh no, there are a couple more flowers coming. So it wouldn't be your biggest producer, but these are some of the largest sized micro dwarfs that I've found. Let's check out the size. Let's see, let's pick. This one looks nice and ripe. Let's pick this one. You can see it's a beautiful, beautiful golden color. And with my good old handy dandy quarter test, we will put them next to each other. It is quite bigger than anything else I've reviewed so far. So yeah, it feels nice and soft. Let me see, make sure I want to get the softest one so I can give the most accurate taste test. There's quite a few that are ripening here. Yeah, I think this is probably the ripest one. So let's cut it open. Thought I would do this one al fresco since it's a beautiful day out here today. Let's cut it open and see what it looks like. Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful. 2 seed cavities, lots of seeds, which I love. I love the seeds and goo. Thick outer walls, which I'm not normally a fan of. I like thin-skinned tomatoes in general, but there are exceptions to that. So let's give it a taste. It tastes like grapes. It tastes like grapes. Really refreshing. Not much acidity. not bland, not super sweet, but I wouldn't call it bland. Let's try it again. Definitely tastes like green grapes to me. And I don't think that's I really don't think that's a visual thing, that it looks like green grapes. That's really nice. That would go really well on a salad. It's not the most intense tomato flavor I've ever had, but it's nice. It is a fun variety. Obviously can do well in small pots, and it's, you know, excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. It's hefty. Unlike other varieties I've grown, like Joe Halos or Pinocchio Orange, that have very delicate foliage that need to be staked, while actually both of these are staked now that I'm looking at it. These are hefty plants. Oh, did I measure? I didn't measure it, but our tallest one stands at about 10 inches tall. So that's very, very reasonable for growing on your windowsill or indoors in the winter. Probably, you know, I plant these along my deck. I hang these. This probably be a bit too big to hang down. It needs something bigger. It likely would have done really, really, you know, got much bigger in a 1 gallon pot. But they really did. They were not suffering at all. They didn't get yellowed leaves or anything like that in these. So yeah, I would totally grow Fat Frog again. Not a powerhouse of flavor, but nice, refreshing summer flavor. Really, really fun for putting in salads as far as a green when ripe. And I would give it a thumbs up. So way to go, Fat Frog. Thanks, gang. Talk to you next time. Peace and love. Get your gratitude on.